Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Taurus out there for the week of September 8th to the 14th. So without any further ado, let's jump in and see what our Taurus is, what's going on with our Taurus is, alright? Okay, Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. What kind of love is coming towards my Tauruses during the week of September 8th and to the 14th. September 8th to the 14th. What kind of love is coming towards my Tauruses? Let's see. Give me some cards I need to see. Some cards I need to see. Some of the cards I need to see. Alright, boom. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. Outstanding. So, right out the gate, bang, you got the star card. So there is a renewal of some type of hope here. There's an individual seeing you as an opportunity for a new start, possibly a renewal. Okay, a renewal, rebirth of energy, of inspiration, a spark for them. And you know, also they got the Seven of Pentacles, so they put it out there and they're waiting to see what's going to happen. They put it out there, they shot their shot, and just kind of waiting. Just going to wait and see what happens. Now, we have the Nine of Cups. So they're like, you know what? Renewal, hope. They put it out there. They're kind of waiting. You know, they're trying to be patient about it because you being with you, wishes fulfilled. Wishes fulfilled here. In addition, we have here, we got the Empress card. So there is definitely some real deep love, passion. They have fertility on the mind here, thinking about possible children, love, abundance, material happiness. So, you know, it's the whole nine here, and it's really deep with this person, but they put it out there and they're waiting. So you represent all of these positive attributes and things coming back into their life again. Who is this person, you may ask? It is a water sign individual, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. Now, the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this individual, okay, fancies himself, him or herself, as a looker, pretty good looking individual. They feel like they're pretty good looking. They're domineering, they're dashing, you know. So they got, you know, they feel like, hey, I'm a prize. They believe that you're going to be the answer to everything that they've been searching for. But they kind of fancy themselves as, yo, I'm nothing to sneeze at either. So that's what's going on with that there. And they're kind of like, you know, they put it out there and they're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. Now, simultaneously at the same time, we also have we got the Knight of Pentacles here. So that's an earth sign individual, a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. Now, here's the deal. All right. This person is like, you know what? They're really, as I've said many times, earth signs, Knight of Pentacles energy, very strategic. So they surveyed the field here. They see, you know, what's going on, who's in the who's look like they have, who it looks like has your attention. And like, okay. So they're kind of strategically trying to figure out the best way to kind of get your attention, to get you to notice them if you haven't already. So they're strategically, methodically kind of weighing the options and kind of approaching you. They can't go through the front door, they go through the back door. Back door's locked up, they go through the side. If all the doors are locked up, they'll come through the floor, that type of thing. So they're just kind of like surveying all of the potential entry points here to get to you, to get you to notice them. Now, with that being said, in addition here, we also have another water sign individual, Page of Cups. And this person, it's kind of like a melancholy type of attitude, kind of happy-go-lucky individual. This person may be a little bit on the younger side, quite possibly. A little bit on the younger side. And this person is acutely aware that we got the Five of Wands here. There's some tension that's in the air here because there's a lot of potential suitors here approaching you. And so the younger individual, the younger water sign individual is kind of like, is kind of seeing all this. It's kind of like, well, they're kind of like seeing how things are going to play out before they kind of jump in the fray here. Is what I'm kind of feeling here and what I'm seeing here is like maybe they're hoping that, hey, maybe those other two individuals will cancel each other out and open up an entry point to you directly. So that's, you know, it's a lot of drama going on here. But, you know, hey, all's fair in love and war, right? So that's what's going on with that. So with that being said, let's see what kind of strengths you're going to be working with during the week of September 8th to the 14th. What kind of strengths am my Taurus going to be dealing with during the week of the September 8th to the 14th? What kind of strengths are my Taurus going to be working with during the week of September 8th to the 14th? Show me cards I need to see. 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 Okay, here we go. Okay. Outstanding. Okay. All right. So, Queen of Swords. And I call this my no BS card. Gets right to the point. So the kind of energy that you're dealing with during the month of September 8th to the 14th is you're approaching things from a very logical perspective. And you're cutting right through the BS and seeing right through all of the nonsense. So, in other words, you have certain needs that you're looking for. You're looking for a particular type of individual. Okay? And you're just going to cut right through the nonsense. It gets right to the point because you're approaching this from a very logical perspective. Now, in addition here, we got the Eight of Wands, and there's like a lot of energy, a lot of communication that's kind of taking place, and you're kind of able to you know, maybe be via social media, you know, text messages, whatever the case may be. You know, you're sifting through all of the nonsense to get right to the point. Like I said, no BS card. So the Queen of Swords just cuts right through the bullshit and gets right to the heart of the matter. All right. In addition, here we have the King of Swords. So you're making very wise decisions when it comes to, you know, you're very strong, very solid individual. All right. So that, again, these are your strengths, all right? So these are very good strengths to have to be able to cut through nonsense, to be able to really cut through all the chit-chat, all of the chatter, whether it be social media, email, text, phone calls, whatever, to be able just to kind of sift through and find what exactly you're looking for, that those people that have the kind of qualities that you hold in high regard, you're able to cut through all the other chit-chat and chatter and get right to those individuals. In addition, you got the Sixth of Swords. So you are moving from a real choppy situation, chaotic situation, to a more calm, smooth situation. All right? You're also very much aware that you got Seven of Cups here. You got choices, and you know you got a lot of choices. And that's why I said that's why it's the strength that you have to be able to cut through all of the noise and the chit-chat really helps you really narrow down who you think would be the best fit for you, who you would have the best connection with. In addition, here we got the Knight of Pentacles. Again, Knight of Pentacles move very specific movements, very analytical in how they approach a situation, reasonable, responsible. So in other words, you approach things with a very clear head, but it's very strategic in how you move. Four of Pentacles. So in other words, you're pretty sure of yourself. Again, it helps with the Queen of Swords. No bullshit. Cut right through the chase. King of Swords, very solid foundation. Moving very strategically, very specifically. Why wouldn't you be assured of yourself? Why wouldn't you be very confident in your ability? You know? And it's not cockiness. You're just assured that, hey, I'm going to get what I want because I'm approaching this from a very logical, reasonable perspective. Nothing wrong with that. In addition, we got the Queen of Wands here. So you have the ability to attract the kind of energy that you want in your circle. You have the ability to attract that and get rid of the energy that doesn't resonate with you. You cut that out. And finally here, we got the Two of Pentacles, which says that, hey, you're able to juggle multiple things at the same time. So able to juggle, I mean, possibly even able to juggle more than one relationship at the same time. You know, to kind of figure out and sift, you know, am I feeling this? Am I not feeling this? You know, you kind of have the ability to kind of do that. And that's cool. I mean, like I said before, you know what you want. You're approaching it from a very logical perspective. You know, cut out whatever fits into that box you put in. Whatever it does, you kick out. That's cool. And you know exactly what you want. So these are all your strengths here. All right. So what from your past could possibly, what kind of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this particular situation? So, what from my Taurus's past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? What kind of things from my Taurus's past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. What kind of things from my Taurus's past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? Ooh. Six of Cups. So, what could possibly kick this whole thing into another, kick it on his axis, so to speak. Six of Cups. If some point from your past, secret admirer, possibly love connection, possibly next, comes a knocking, you may decide you want to answer that door, you know. And if you do, well, that could quite possibly throw this whole thing askew, and that'll just kind of be the end of that, because you know, often energies from the past that we think we're done with. And I realized this from my ex returns readings. A lot of you guys are just like, you know, ex comes around, they better not come back around. I'm done with them. You know, don't let the door hit them in the ass and stuff like that. There are a lot of people that do feel that way. But a lot of times, when a person elicits a lot of times if a person elicits a certain response, that means that there's still kind of something there. You know, there's a thin line between love and hate. And so, a lot of times if a person's done with an individual, they're just kind of like, you know what, just go on with the rest of your life. I wish you nothing but peace, happiness. Just kind of go on. Just kind of leave me alone. So when there's some, you know, and those people that kind of feel that are people that have really kind of moved on and are kind of like, you know, just kind of do you and I do me, and let's just agree to just keep our lives apart. Let's not even be friends. Let's just, you kind of do you, I do me. But when there's kind of like a little bit of still tension there, you son of a gun, you blah blah blah, you know, there's still, you know, there's still something there, you know. Some of the time people just really hate the person's guts, but sometimes there's still something there. But anyway, I digress. If something from your past comes up, then it's probably going to throw this whole thing askew. So what else from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? What else could possibly affect the situation? Page of Pentacles. So, you're very logical and approaching this from a very strategic perspective here. And if anything, again, Page of Pentacles really takes the time to examine, because it wants to make very good decisions. That energy represents individuals that's really taking their time to examine the options and making really punctuated decisions, be it even communication-wise, very specific, deliberately. If something were to come and prevent you from being able to kind of move in a way that you've kind of grown accustomed to moving, then you're going to kind of cut them out. You're going to be able, you know who you want in your camp and who you don't. And if something were to come around that prevents you from doing things the way that you've been accustomed to doing them, then you're going to cut them out rather. And finally, let's try and see if there's any additional thing from your past that could possibly affect the outcome of this situation. Of course, temperance, equal give and take. You're looking for something that's going to fulfill you. You have very specific needs. Again, an equal give and take. If any of these individuals were not going to give you an equal give and take, like for example, let's just say the Knight of Cups. Okay, so you know, a renewal, a spark. You know, you would, you know, the wish and hope. You be with him. You know, Empress card, fertility, so forth, so on. That's all great, but if this person does not equally give you the amount of passion that, you know, that you're giving him, if it's not equal, okay, because this person can want all that they want, but you know, if they're not equally giving as much as you're willing to give, then that's not good enough for you. You don't want a cup half full. You know, you want a cup all the way full, because you set yourself up to just make the moves like that to kind of get what you want. And there's nothing wrong with that, all right? So that's with that. So with that being said, let's see if Spirit has any additional information out for you before I shut this thing down. What additional information do you have to give my Taurus before I shut this thing down? What additional information do you want to give my Taurus before I shut this thing down? Ooh, this is that. Okay. These up then. Consistency. So, in regards to this reading here, there's going to have to be something that, again, it's going to constantly have to consistently be, you're going to have to keep on consistently reiterating, you know, your position here of what you're looking to have into your life. Consistency. So don't be inconsistent and kind of lower your standards for yourself. If you have certain specific standards, keep them high. Keep it consistent. If you keep a thing consistent, then you're going to find what you're looking for. When you start, you know, lowering your standards or whatever the case may be, or you know, maybe you want to go here when you usually go in there, stuff like that. Just keep it consistent. If you're looking for a specific type of individuals or a specific type of individuals, then you're going to have to keep on a very specific path to find these people. In addition, we got dependability here. And, you know, above anything is that Spirit wants to say, hey, listen, you want an individual also that you're going to be able to rely on, depend on this individual, kind of someone that you're going to be able to lean on. That's why it's important to keep things consistent if you're looking for a specific type of individual, because things get kind of rocky, which in life they always do. You want to be able to lean on that individual. You want to be able to have to depend on them if you can't, be able to depend on them if you need to, and vice versa. So there's a dependability aspect here that really needs to be thought all the way through. That's why it's important to be consistent, because you want to find that individual that has the attributes that you're looking for. Finally, we got the core card here. And core card is one of my favorite cards of this particular deck here of Oracle cards, because when I see this tells me, oh, wait a minute, there's this opportunity that's bubbling here, where things are just about to get like deep, passionate love making is like right there. There's the potential for that. And so, you know, and when, especially with love readings, when you see the core cards, like taking all of that love, all of that deep energy inside and passion, just pouring it all out and being able to pour all of that love and passion into a particular situation, into a person, and it's like this explosive. We're not talking about, we're talking about love making here. That's what we're talking about. Big difference between sex and love. Worlds apart. Similar acts, but completely different mental, physical, spiritual feeling. Believe me, completely different. And for those of you that don't think so, then you've never made love before or been made love to before. So you've never been in a love situation before. You never made love before, okay? I'll just put it out there like that. Big difference. And this particular card represents the potential love here. Explosive love too. So you may want to keep your eyes open for that with this particular situation. So with that, I'm going to shut this thing down. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll leave all the information below. This is a general love reading. Hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to get a personal reading so I can dig into your particular situation. And if it didn't, you may want to still get a personal reading so I can dig into your particular situation. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.